going to talk about one of Rockstar's most classic games, Bully. Now, for those of you who don't know, Bully is an open world game that takes place in the small town. I think my neighbors are having sex. Now, for those of you who don't know, Bully is an open world game that takes place in the small town of Bullworth. You play as James Jimmy Hopkins, and you have just arrived at your new boarding school full of many different bullies, and it is your job to rise up the ladder and become head of the school. Now, before we get into the game itself, let's talk about the company that created this game, Rockstar. Rockstar has made some of the greatest video games of all time. L.A. Noire, Red Dead Redemption, and of course, Grand Theft Auto. Now, while these games do get a lot of media attention for their inappropriate content, aka free advertising from stupid people, the games themselves aren't just the senseless violence that they're made out to be. They are good games, with some amazing stories and some fantastic technical achievements behind these games, with a little bit of senseless violence. But when a gamer sees the Rockstar logo on a video game, they're almost guaranteed a great game. The same can be said about Bully. Bully was a well-received game with many high ratings. To which I say, are you fucking kidding me? Bully is hands down one of the most disappointing games I have ever played. I had to force myself every night to actually keep playing this game for the review. Now, let's start off with a few things I did like about this game. Now, the formula that Rocksteady, what is fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? The formula that Rockstar has really got down is the Grand Theft Auto formula. Big, giant, open worlds with lots of freedom. Red Dead Redemption is essentially a Western version of Grand Theft Auto, and it works really well. Now, the same thing can be said about Bully. Bully is essentially GTA in a school, and to the game's credit, it does work. The town of Bullworth is a very big and open town. They have a lot of room to run around and explore. The ways you gain money, and this is why my neighbors hate me. The ways you gain money and spend the money are really fitting in this world. You gain money by running around and doing errands for people and helping them out in different ways. You can then use that money to buy eggs or marbles or flowers or chocolates. It's very kid-like things that make sense in this world. Now, you have a timed aspect of this game as well. Every morning you wake up at 8 a.m. and you have class from 9 till 3 and then have the rest of the day off. You don't have to go to school. You can't skip as long as you're not caught by the staff. Otherwise you'll get in trouble. Or in GTA terms, you get busted. Now at first I didn't really like the timed aspect of it. But like before, it really worked with this game and made sense. And was very logical. Yes, of course you're not allowed to run around past midnight. It's a school. What kind of school would they be if they were letting their students run around past midnight or 3 or 4 a.m.? Now if I were just reviewing that aspect alone of the game, it would get a 5 out of 5 easily. But I'm not. I have to review the whole game. And for games like this where the multiplayer is not the main focus, it has to be the story. The story has to help pull you along through this story. And I'm sorry, the story is not good. Granted, I could see what they were going for. And again, the idea was a cool idea. But the way they went about it, oh my god. If you're gonna be a bad story, be a bad story. But don't be boring. Oh, I just don't care. I don't care about the characters. I don't care about the story. It's so boring. I think the worst part about this is they could have done so much, and there's examples in the game of what they could have done to make the story better. I remember playing and then coming across the cafeteria lady. Oh my god, she's so funny. Whenever there was a scene with her, I was laughing hysterically. She was awesome, but she's not the main focus of the game. You go to the circus, and there's a midget there. And oh my god, you're just like, oh my god, it's a midget. That's pretty hilarious. But then that's it. Midget's gone. And it's back to the boring story. Or there's one character who's had an incestual relationship. Incestual. Like having sex with her cousin. Kind of a relationship. And she just says that. And I'm playing the game like, did that bitch just say she's having an incest relationship with her cousin? And it's funny, but then it suddenly goes back to boring story again, and I just don't care. Go back to the funny. Be stupid. Just Don't be boring. Now, if you're a fan of this game, don't be offended. Now, this whole series of videos is just some guy's thoughts. Whatever, you can agree to disagree. Maybe you see something in this game that I don't. Maybe you can still look at the game through rose-colored glasses that I never had for this game. Now, for anyone that hasn't played this game, if you're looking for a game that does have a really good story, don't get this game. If you're looking for a game that's fun and don't really have to care about the story, then maybe get this game. Maybe. But honestly, there's so many better Rockstar games that I would encourage you not to get this one and try something else. I'm giving this game a 5 out of 2. What? Take 2. I'm giving this game a 2 out of 5. There we go. Yeah, I did it. Woo! So what did you think? Am I right? Or am I wrong and should I commit seppuku right now? Let me know in the comment section down below. If I get 10,000 likes, I will commit seppuku live on Twitch. Thanks everyone, and I'll see you next time.